Hello and welcome to slightly discombobulated live stream. We're here. Autumn.
We're here. Yeah. Can
Hello.
you guys hear us all right?
Yeah, let us know. It's all on you guys.
Ooh, I got a feedback on my iPad. I forgot to lower the volume. What's up, Analog Wings? Julian, Rainbow Mess, Richard C, Ninja.
It's time for the
question of the day.
Yes.
Is that what we call it?
It is the cue of the day.
Yeah, cue of the day.
And it's synthesizer related. So rack your brains. Go.
Which synth company created the AN1X and in what year? Do you guys know the answer to this?
Interesting.
It's kind of like a pop quiz, really.
What circuit board? You are the captain now. Remember? Catherine's going to be gone for like 2 weeks or something. So,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Julian, you're the captain now. So we got half of it here. Yamaha.
Okay.
Looks like Richard C got it first. Is that correct? 1997. Wow.
Yeah.
No, I mean this is a real question.
No. Oh, you don't even know the answer? Are you Googling it right now? I thought you had the answer like on hand.
Yes,
oh man.
It is true. It is true. Richard C, you win.
Congrats. Congrats, Richard C.
Possibly pure ignorance of the person who made that question. Me. I was planning on looking it up before the stream, okay? But then laundry and,
Laundry's important.
I'm leaving town tomorrow, so I'm like, slightly ultra discombobulated. And then I leave town, and then someone comes into town. Who is that?
Yeah, I'm coming into town on Monday, so super stoked. Haven't seen my family in a while, so that's going to be really nice. And, there are some things that could go down. Right, Steven? We'll talk about it out of stream.
That can go down, possibly. I actually found out something new, Autumn.
Okay.
About something that I really wanted to do. But since you'll be here, I don't know if you want to do it. You can do it with me.
Oh, heck yeah.
Hollywood Bowl.
Oh, okay.
I'll get some tickets.
Okay.
Postal Service, Death Cab for Cutie at the Hollywood Bowl on October 17th.
Oh my gosh, that's perfect. Holy crap.
I literally saw it today. Like this is like, and I said, I'm not going to this. But Autumn can come to this too if she wants to come. So.
Heck yeah, dude. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Okay, apparently I'm a little louder than you. Can you
is that what they're
raise?
Saying? You're louder?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Don't wait. Oh, you're way louder? Oh, I know why. Sorry. Now am I way louder? How am I now?
Chat, you let us know how the levels are.
Am I destroying your ears?
Okay.
Cool Dog Left, I'm quiet. I feel like I should be way louder now. Like I should be destroying your eardrums now.
We've switched.
Okay, we're good now. Sweet. Thank you, Champflex. We appreciate it. Good, closer. Needs more reverb. I can change to like this automatic volume thing if I wanted.
Oh yeah. Built into the string guards. Yeah.
Here it is. Whatever. Good enough.
Okay.
We changed a lot of things today, hence why there's no music in the background. There's lots of stuff. So hopefully it's good.
It's all good. Hey, so we actually are right on time for something that you guys
But we started late.
Oh yeah, we did start late. But we could be on time for a thing called.
All right, I'm better now. Okay, everybody. Volume levels are better.
Yeah, volume levels are good.
All right, so it's time for Around the Web because everyone can sort of chime in about how I sound while Around the Web is going because that's really all I've got left in this world. My mic is so horrendous. I think everybody's saying it's fine now.
Yeah, I think it's better now.
I mean, there is nothing worse than watching like a YouTube video where somebody's talking about how they're like the expert of like microphones or something, and it's the worst. Like,
to be fair
quality.
though, like streaming with another person and then trying to get the audio levels correct with another person, it's kind of a different game, you know?
It's true. And also, not that I make fun of it, but like I always kind of like find that there's like a subset of people who don't know how difficult sometimes the first few times you stream are.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
So, yeah. Anyways, we have some awesome. Oh wait, we'll see if this works. This is a little different because we're doing a different stream. But anyway, first up on Around the Web is a clip from a new person in a very different setup. Super different. Look at this room. Check this out.
Oh, wow.
Is this not very cool?
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's like a freaking, like a concert.
Yeah, that's super
center.
cool. Yeah, it's like a stage.
Yeah. Anyways, I didn't watch mostly anything. I just saw it and I thought it was cool. So 3, 2, 1, go.
Are you hearing the audio? Are you guys hearing the audio?
Are you?
I'm not. I'm wondering if chat is.
I guess I understand why you're not.
Oh no.
It requires a change here. All right, I'm going to have to do that like every time. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Okay. We're just gonna do this.
Okay.
Are you echoing on your end, Autumn, right now or no?
Yes. But let's just hear it.
Can you guys let us know if Autumn's echoing? Let us know. Thanks.
Nice.
Wow. All right. Hold on, Autumn. I will switch something really quickly. That was awesome. Do. It's just a more involved live stream tonight. That's all.
That was dope.
All right. You should be good now.
Yeah,
Let us
it's good
know
now.
if Autumn is echoing. She probably is not. Perfect.
Oh, that was really cool. That was awesome. Chat, what'd you
Best
think?
visuals, right? Of any
Yes. Oh
stream,
my gosh.
everything ever. Wow. Look at this.
What?
So mean.
Why?
So mean.
Ninja.
I know why. I know why they're saying that, because like this is like when people ask me like, "Hey, do you play guitar?" I always say no, because it's like it's just so insulting to like not play if you're not playing something quite well in a arrangement where everything else is kind of good is kind of weird sometimes. Like that's how I feel.
I get you. When people ask me if I play guitar, I always say like, not really. I'm like a beginner, you know.
Yeah, once you start bending notes, you better know where you're bending to. You better hit
No, totally. No,
target
I thought that
tone.
was pretty sick though. Like overall, Ninja's like, I'm just kidding, sort of.
Kidding until the bending of the note.
I don't know.
I don't even bend notes. On
You don't
guitar,
bend
'cause I
notes, huh?
Just you know, the poor playing is already bending the note enough accidentally.
I guess you gotta learn how to do that sweep tap thing, man. People are like sweep tapping.
Oh man, that was I remember sitting at Berkeley. That was the first thing that I remember being like, "What is he doing?" I'm like, how is he not playing? There's no pick involved. All right, next up on around the web, what was the second one? What did I choose? What did I even select? Oh yeah, this was cool. Yeah, this was cool. Okay. Autumn, sorry.
You're good,
man. We can
man.
talk a lot later.
No worries. Yeah. Julian says it was fine. It just seemed funny at first. Like, look at my 500 cents. I'm gonna play some guitar. Okay, I could see that.
It was a good setup. All right. So it's all so hilarious. Okay. And wow. 3, 2, 1, go.
Nice.
Wow. Super cool. You're free. 3, 2, 1. Free now. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that was cool.
Something super different. I don't think we ever had someone like pretty like hardcore kind of do like a performance esque like synth jam, you know?
No, yeah, totally. Julian says, "Oh, Hellbound Hillbilly, nice. I would like to have a Nord, but they're spendy."
I know.
They are. Nords are pretty dope though. Julian says this guy has really long fingers. Could probably hit a 15th interval
I
on the
know.
keyboard.
He's got super long like he's got the hands I wish I had. I have
Dude,
like
I
big
know.
palms.
I know.
Sucks.
I mean, I have pretty like long-ish fingers, I would say. But yeah, it to have fingers like that guy, that's a gift, man. That's a gift for a musician.
Seriously. Anyone with like hands like it's like what can Giannis Antetokounmpo reach? That's what I want to know. Can Giannis Antetokounmpo reach like a 20th on the piano or
Oh
something?
my
Like,
gosh.
he is like 7 feet tall, and he has
That's
super crazy
crazy.
hands. So, yeah, what was I gonna say? Don't worry, we won't have to change a bunch around again. Everyone's fine now. Well, kind of, sort of. We do have to play like some clips from videos, but we'll be much smoother. So, first topic of the day.
Oh yeah.
Something that's very, very, I don't know if it's exciting because I own one, but it's exciting for other people. So the awesome thing is, oh, you know what I'm realizing I can do now? I can like, I don't have to keep doing, anyway. So this is out. This thing,
Yes, the Waldorf Core.
the core, the
Yeah.
Iridium Heart Core.
Yes. You guys, have you heard of this coming out?
What do y'all think? Look, I'm
I
seeing people excited.
Dude, already like the design's like really cool. I like it. It's very clean. And like there's a lot of buttons, there's a lot going on, but I love the screen, the interface.
Yeah.
You know, I think like A+ for that design.
Yeah, I'm very much I don't know why they're saying you're way louder, but it's fine. Next stream, we will figure everything out next stream.
I'll try to lower myself maybe.
No,
lower.
it's fine. Don't do it.
Okay.
Don't do it. Cuz it'll be way lower. So this is out now, I guess, or it's coming soon, and it's like the baby version of this thing over here. But then even the babier version different. So I'm kind of like I don't know. This is like the perfect thing I think for a person who's like wanting something from Waldorf in the It's digital, but it's an analog thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the only issue for everybody is that it's still very expensive. It's
Ooh.
still wait, it's 1,600. What the heck?
Oh, 1,600? That's how much it is?
Wait, what the heck?
Champ Flexington says it looks like Serum, but in hardware. I have to agree with that. What's up, Tim?
1659, but that's in Tommen.
Okay, so the conversion to well, we're in the U.S., so to U.S. dollars. I wonder what that would look like.
Let's see. Get out of here, stupid thing. Waldorf Iridium. I wonder if it's over on their thing yet. Dang, they don't have it up yet. Well, here's what I'm gonna say. 1699 here is like what? Someone do the math in the chat. What is that like in the U.S.?
Yeah, someone
see Cool Dog Love saying 2,000.
Wait,
that's what
really?
I'm saying. I don't think it's as close to 16 or 1700 as it seems.
Okay, that's quite a lot. Um, yeah. Well, I mean, it looks cool, um, but obviously the real test is what does it do?
Yeah, everyone's saying like 2000. Yeah, I saw like something like 1900. So it's amazing um because it's like the Quantum, but see, it's still got the screen and everything, and I think
Right.
that's the good part. They didn't like skimp on, and I actually probably think the screens are better as time goes on. Like they're knowing like failure, so they're gonna improve it or something.
No,
So
totally. I love the screen.
yeah, 1850. Yeah, if it was okay, one day it'll go on sale. You know, give it like 6 to 9 months. It's gonna go cheaper. When it comes to like 1400, 1500, even 16 in the US, that's when this is like the bomb.
I
For
could
now,
see
I
that.
still
Yeah.
think it's expensive though. I mean,
Yeah, for $2,000, I mean, I, as somebody who just spent like 2K on a piece of gear, it's a lot. It's an investment for sure.
it is. Oh wait, what's up, Tim? Long time no see. What's going on? Oh, Trade to Living says, does it sample? I does it sample? I mean, the Quantum can have samples within it, or I mean, the Iridium can have samples inside of it. I think. Um, but anyways, let's check out the video from Panic Girl. Um, let's just see. I'm gonna have to change something, but sorry, Adam.
All good.
You're
Good.
all right. Y'all get the point, okay? It's Iridium. It's basically the same thing. 3, 2, 1. Autumn, you're back now. You're back. Oh, you're muted, but you're back if you weren't muted. Um,
Yeah. Champ Flexington says this feels like found footage.
uh, yeah, I don't know why. I was getting a little like disoriented with like the wobbling of like the thing. I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
but I kind of wonder, like, since Autumn, your subject's coming up next as we get to a thing for the uh for whatever what is the software you use?
The software are you talking about Ableton?
Yeah, that thing.
How dare you? How dare you just like pretend it's just some
What's that
thing?
thing?
What is that software you use? You mean the best?
Oh.
Yeah, Ableton.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I okay. So like, take yourself out of the world of having everything available to you in Ableton, right?
Okay.
Let's say you want. Hmm. Uh. let's say you want to use this as like your main synthesizer, and it costs $1,900.
Okay.
Does it seem like, is the word like superfluous? Is that like a word for like when you don't need something and it's like, is that the word? I don't know if I'm using the right word.
Like
Superfluous?
like when you don't need something but you you want it?
I don't know. But anyways, does
That's a
like
big word. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. The
does does this thing, I think it can do like bitimbral stuff. Like I think it can do like, would you buy this? Like
Okay, so
and
if
I'm
if Ableton wasn't a thing, you're saying. Of like the push
yeah, how
3,
about
all
that?
that if that wasn't a thing.
Yeah.
Um man, I can't give like a definitive answer yet just cuz it's like, okay, well, question. We verified that it you know, it samples?
It has audio in. So I
Oh.
think it does something. And it has like CV stuff,
Oh, that's so
clocks and stuff.
cool. Okay. Man, I really couldn't give like an honest like definitive answer. Right now I would say like no just because I don't know enough about it. It looks cool, but I'm definitely intrigued, you know what I mean? I would definitely want to try it out. Like it's
Hmm.
not something that I would for sure be like because sometimes there's a piece of gear and I just know like it's not for me. This I'm interested in learning more about it.
Yeah. And it's interesting because it is so expensive. It does a lot, but I think Ninja Baseball Batman said feels more like a texture machine than a bread and butter synth. In a weird way, it's like both. It's it's like whatever you want it to be, but I'm not thinking like it's, I don't know. It's not it's not the best digital synthesizer I've ever had. It's
Oh, okay.
not, you know, it's also not. Oh man, it's so weird. I've had so many thoughts about the Quantum lately, but I think just being able to have this for cheaper is good. I just don't think that $600 less than the full Iridium is enough.
I mean, that's totally fair. Tim says or Champ says super. Okay, the definition unnecessary, especially through being more than enough.
Okay, nice. I used
Okay,
the perfect big word.
yeah, I superfluous. Tim says for me, it's always workflow and how it fits in
That's
with
true.
my other instruments. Uh, I agree 100%. That's a big one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's nice to see Waldorf doing things. I'm a huge fan of Waldorf. You don't have as much context for like Waldorf, but like Waldorf's kind of like one of those like it almost died companies like a bunch of times,
Oh,
you
okay.
know? So there's probably some Waldorf fans in the chat of old Waldorf stuff, and like this would be considered um pretty cool if, because it's something, like anything that keeps them open is like a good thing.
Okay,
So
that's awesome. I can appreciate that.
yeah.
X10 Champ says, "Where's Waldorf?" I like that. But they should make a Where's Waldorf edition.
I know. They should just make a Blofeld too. I mean, in a weird way, you're like not wrong. And I was hoping that this would be something like the Blofeld 2. Like the Blofeld had a large screen. Um, the the I mean, in a way, this is so much more than the Blofeld. But hey, how many voices did the Blofeld have? Somebody can put that, please, in the chat. Somebody remind everyone of how many voices the Blofeld had because I'm pretty sure it was pretty cool.
Cool Doug Love says, yeah, I don't think I'd get it even if I had the money. The little, is it 1010 Tangerine,
Yeah,
though? I might have to scheme on that. It is exactly the thing my little setup needs.
interesting. I did
Cool.
see that from Bo. I was like, my hand's too fat. Um, 25 voices on the original like Blofeld. Oh yeah, that was the big part. 16-part multi-timbral for the Blofeld. That was
Mm.
crazy. Um, I don't think like the Iridium even touches that. What's the multi-timbrality of the Blofeld or the Iridium? The original Iridium. It's definitely not even close to that. But yeah, that's what they need. They need to like rechannel like the Blofelds like thing.
Hmm.
Um, next up, we're going into Autumn's world in her little known software
Akai. Truth,
thing. Who even knows what that is?
truthfully, I only own like one piece of gear from them, just different versions of it.
Truthfully, Autumn, here it is. The
Okay.
new
That looks
Akai
cool.
MPC64. It's a standalone sequencer.
Yeah.
That's like pretty cool. I don't remember them having like standalone sequencers. Like
Yeah, no, I
like
haven't seen
this.
anything like this from Akai either, so this is actually kind of exciting.
Yeah, it's I think oh yeah, the launch pad. I had one of those. You had one of those?
Right, yeah, the Novation Launchpad,
Yeah.
definitely.
But that was like not a standalone thing ever. I don't
No, it wasn't a
remember.
stand, at least not the one that I got. I got like the first version. I know there was like a second one.
Okay.
Um, but no, it was not a standalone version.
Yeah, I was kind of like, I mean, this looks cool. Look, a lot of CV. It's kind of crazy to think like pieces of equipment have CV now, right? Like Autumn, like such like a weird thing to think like nobody wanted a CV inner output like
Mm-hmm.
10 years ago, like, oh, what are you going to do with that? Like, why would you use a CV? So it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Um, like, what am I going to say? The push that you have, it's a standalone everything.
Yep.
So what is the appeal of this? So, okay, there's the push that's not standalone.
Right.
What does that do? Like,
The
why?
push, the push 1 and 2.
Well, no, the push that's not standalone is the other one that you don't have.
Right.
Like,
So that I believe that's the push 1 and 2.
is that so? Okay, push 3 is the only standalone one
Yes,
ever.
it's the only standalone.
I guess this is what you get if you don't want to have like true Ableton like integration or
Integration.
something.
Yeah, no, totally. If you don't want like a, if you're not an Ableton person, again, that session view that we have like on the push is pretty
Mm-hmm.
dope, and you can transfer it to your DAW, which is really nice. Um, oh, someone just said, Champ Flexington says, "I love my Launchpad X. That one is standalone." Okay,
I see.
I knew the one that I had wasn't, but I wasn't sure about the second one. That's cool. I didn't
Okay.
know that.
I don't even know. All right, so here we go. Novation makes the launch pad. Here we go. Here's the X. Oh wow, look how cheap this is. This is like must be like blowing this out or something. It's like controller. It's a controller. Maybe it's not standalone. It doesn't say standalone, but maybe this isn't the one Champ's talking about.
Hmm.
But
Okay.
anyways,
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe it's not. Oh. Yeah. Maybe it's not. I don't know.
so they're saying that this is I don't know. It's kind of weird. They're like comparing it to the launch pad a lot.
It. Yeah. It kind of looks like it.
Yeah, it's got a little screen here and plug and play with Ableton. I've always tried to like understand these kinds of things, but I only use it for like triggering clips. Like that's when me and my buddy were doing shows and we
Mm-hmm.
used a launch pad, we would just use it to like trigger clips, and it was really like cool. But like, what did you use this for, like as a launch pad, other than like just triggering clips?
Yeah, I don't know. For that, not 100% sure. Does it have MPE support?
No, not
Okay,
according to
interesting.
searching for the letters M, P, and E.
Because I know that was like a really cool thing with the Push 3 that people were stoked about. Um, and then can you take whatever you do on the Akai on that and then put it into like FL Studio or you just like any DAW? Or does it just stay in the um Akai?
I mean, it's saying hands-on controller. I mean, this screen on the bottom right, this thing
Mm-hmm.
seems very, very useful when all you're seeing is like colored squares. I always hated like that was my issue with the launch pads, was like I don't know what this colored square might do. Like I might forget.
No,
So I need to like
totally.
know. It doesn't look like they're saying it really like, I don't know. Do I want to watch 5 seconds of like Lupop's video so it tells us
Yes.
everything?
Let's
All right.
yeah, let's have him explain everything cuz I mean right now we're kind of just like speculating on what it does and doesn't do. It looks cool, it looks like it has a lot of potential. So, yeah, let's check out a demo.
This is why Lupop exists.
Yes.
Sorry, Autumn. Oh, well, we have to watch this
Oh,
for a
that's
few
cute.
more seconds. There's a cute
It's
doggy.
adorable.
Oh, I want this dog. I want a dog. All right. We're going to watch Lupop and then we'll be back after the doggy. Ooh.
APC64 is Akai's new flagship Ableton Live controller, and it now also has a built-in simple standalone multi-track MIDI and modular sequencer. It's got plenty of I/O, and it's even a MIDI and CD interface. It's got a fairly original design with touch faders on both sides of the grid, and the pads on its 8x8 grid are both velocity and pressure sensitive. The touch faders have color LED strips, which along with a small screen help you figure out what you're controlling. As a standalone sequencer, it's got 8 tracks. Each track can contain sequence with up to 32 steps. About polyphonic aftertouch, it's something you need to enable in the settings here. Here we go. Turn on polyphonic aftertouch. And then, if you'll notice, polyphonic aftertouch is getting kind of messed up here, and that's because Ableton Live loves to default to MPE these days, which is different than polyphonic aftertouch. So make sure to disable MPE mode and then polyphonic aftertouch.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Autumn is back now.
Okay, that's
We're back now.
interesting. I didn't know it was made like with Ableton in mind. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Lupop for utilizing pigments as like a really good way to explain like how, like what things are working. Like he has like the velocity aftertouch. You know, like this is like a really
Yes.
good, you know, like he's so good at like
Like,
showing things.
yeah, like not just explaining but showing it because
Yeah.
if he didn't have that, I feel as though there's a lot of people I would have been lost. Like I would understand, but just having that visual is just so helpful to, really really understand.
Yeah, and using pigments as like the thing, like that's such a like, I don't know. I mean, I really like pigments. I'm always like, oh, it's showing a lot of stuff, but like this is really a very practical use of all of the things that it shows. So shout out to Lupop um,
That's really cool.
for that. But yeah, no MPE. There we go. That says that, but it does have polyphonic aftertouch.
That's awesome.
So
Okay. Pigments in serum are the best for showing poly aftertouch, and what it does, the serum matrix shows you where it goes to.
which is super cool.
Nice.
And yeah, speaking of the Blofeld, he's using it in the video. Blofeld's such a like. I always called the Blofeld the poor man's, the poor man's access virus polar. That's what I always called it. Or like the TI Snow, the poor man's access virus TI Snow. That's what it was.
Man.
Everyone in the chat will get that, but it's kind of a, that came out like 20 years ago, so it's kind of a joke. Let's see what our last topic of the day is. Not our last topic. Oh yeah, the montage.
Yes, the Yamaha Montage M. Let's get
watch
into
the
it.
video first, Autumn. Let's
Let's.
just get this out of the way.
Okay.
Mainly because I have to make commentary based on this video, and it is unkind. So,
To put it lightly.
yeah, to put it very nicely.
I'll try not to
Alright.
Paulo Abdul it if
Yeah,
everybody hates it.
Seriously. All right, Autumn will be back in a. All right. It's also only 2 minutes. Okay, I'm going to replay a small portion of what I hate about this video. That. Now, Autumn can come back now because
I'm not gonna lie, that
free. There you go.
a video is pretty sick, but Ninja
Video's
makes a great point.
Yes.
He says, I feel like most people who buy this aren't going to be playing Vangelis orchestral synthwave tunes.
You're right. Most people are not going to be good at playing or doing anything nearly as good as this, which kills everyone. And I mean, good is subjective, but you get what I'm saying. This is a very intricately composed piece of music.
Right.
I think it's honestly, I know maybe it's weirdly biased. This is like the best, like, synth workstation music like demo I ever heard. Like,
Dude,
I
I was
swear.
gonna
Goodness.
say, what are you gonna say that's unkind about this? Because I was like, this,
Okay.
I was digging it, man. I was enjoying that.
It's the finger waggling.
The
This.
finger waggling.
This. What are you doing? He's playing the note and he's like wiggling it like it's the Osmos.
Oh, okay, I can see that.
Like, that's not how it works.
I'm just saying,
That's
even
not
the
how it works.
even the chat likes it. Ninja says no hate. It was good.
The first thing I did was I said, "Oh, hey, is this the is this the so I'm reading things like that are up above at the same time.
Okay. The boring
Um,
digital everything box for touring artists. Okay. Analog links.
If you're gonna do this with like the finger and moving it, like the first thing I asked Ben, I messaged him and I said, "Yo," I said, "is this thing have a keyboard that's like expressionable or whatever?" He's like, "No, he just did that in the video." And I said, "Take that out of the video," because like that's just so like that's just not. It makes me. I was gonna buy this. If it had that ability, I was like, dude, I know it might cost $4,000, but I would buy this just for that ability.
So you feel tricked, kind of.
I feel manipulated.
Manipulated. Okay, I get
Gaslit.
you. Gaslit. I feel
It's toxic.
gaslit.
Every one of those therapy things.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Used.
Chamflecting says already Paula abducting it. Dude, I'm not just okay. I'm not the only one. There's a lot of people in here. Chat's liking it, man.
But here's the problem.
You got Julian
no
says
one's
it
gonna
looks
get
cool.
it.
Oh
No
yeah,
one can
I mean,
afford it.
right. I mean, how much is it? Like, what's the price point? But I'm not gonna lie. I was ready for you to give us some unkind
Oh, nice.
monologue. You know.
No. This. What's up, Nancy? What's going on? No, this thing. I don't really even get down with workstations anymore. I feel like. I don't know. I think workstations are so awesome.
Yes.
I've owned the Phantom series. I really miss Roland. I know Viral's here. I miss Roland being like a Phantom workstation king. They fell off a bit recently, but this looks incredible.
It looks amazing. You were ready to
so expensive.
You were ready to hate on this? Man.
No, I
know you felt tricked. You felt gaslit for that wiggle thing. Yeah, I get it.
don't do that. Don't we all of us pianists, we want to wiggle. We've been wanting to wiggle forever. Okay?
Right. Gotcha. So it's like a tease.
Yes. I wish Osmos would just license their technology to all these other companies or whatever, cuz like that's what we really want. We don't want the Osmos. We want this. So
totally. I like what yeah, I was gonna say Boris can just wait for what is it, the Mod XM.
The Mod yeah. Those peasants, they could just get their stupid
Oh my goodness.
MODM XM. Synthetic, I just but wouldn't it be better if they just incorporated? Imagine, Synthetic, imagine the next Roland Phantom is like called the Roland Phantom O, and it's got the Osmos keyboard. That would probably, actually, then again, that might make some people upset. It would have to be a very specific thing. This is ridiculous.
That's what I was laughing about, honestly. I saw that. I mean, it's true, you guys. You've heard it first.
Gotta wiggle. Gotta wiggle, guys. Gotta wiggle.
Wiggle fingers.
Keep on wiggling. Yeah, anyways, I mean, it looks awesome. I love Osmos, but I just couldn't after those presets. If the presets get better, like just have who's a good who's like a good sound designer? Somebody, Richard Devine. I don't know. Someone good make presets for that thing because like I don't know who made those. I do not like them at all.
Waldorf Wiggly. Coming 2026, the Waldorf Wiggly. Oh my gosh, yes.
Look at this. But this thing is I believe the top line is $5,000, which is nothing if you're a touring person.
Right.
But here's my thought always. The touring person isn't gonna just let go of their setup like automatically. You know what I'm saying? Like they're holding down like set lists like within their keyboard. You know what I'm saying? Like it's such a big transition. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Oh, that would be cool. I would love for them to give an Osmos to Jexus, and that would be incredible.
Totally. Oh. Okay. Disclaimer, you can wiggle all you want, but it may or may not do anything.
That's what they should have put at the bottom.
Yeah, that is they should have put that at the bottom.
Not actually a thing.
Oh man.
Anyways, let's finish up our late started stream with our last question, which is a very serious question.
Yeah, we have this last question for you guys. It's, does audio gear lust make you depressed? We want to know. Chat, tell us all about it.
Yeah, I would like Autumn to speak about. I don't know how often you're sitting around on Reverb, but
just like looking at
thoughts.
gear that I can't get.
Yeah.
You know what? The only real time where I was kind of like that was with the like where I really had it bad was with the Push 3, but then I got it. So I married it, you know what I mean? So it's like it's not there anymore, but I would say like that was the one thing where I wasn't depressed, but I was like, man, I want that thing, and forced myself to wait, you know, because I knew that it was a big commitment and I wanted to make sure that it was the right one for me. Yeah.
Very, very well said with the application to something new, which you did lust after.
I did.
And then you got. I was like thinking. I've always felt like the wanting of gear in my life, the wanting of gear is attached to the whole feeling of something else that's going on at that moment. Sometimes I don't want gear. I don't think about it at all. Like I go a long time without thinking about it. And then, you know how people scroll on Instagram or they scroll on TikTok or whatever? That would be me on Reverb and like Guitar Center.
Oh, wow.
Section. Yeah. For like an hour. I could just go and and what happened is because new stuff shows up every day, it creates this never ending like hole that you're like falling down. And it's like
you just like want a bunch of that stuff like equally kind of thing. There's not just like there has to be levels to it, right? Like I want this more than I want that. No, it's just you just like want it all.
It's like so I tried to do something this year which was buying everything I ever wanted as like a kid. Right?
Ooh.
Like everything I ever saw in like Future Music magazine or something.
Yeah.
If I saw it, I would just buy it, right? And then the problem is I got everything, right? And so I thought, well, that'll be the end, you know? And then it was like, it was instead of seeing things you needed, it was seeing things like trying to find, you know, like they have that saying about the plastic surgeon. When you go into the plastic surgeon, he doesn't ask like, oh, what did you want to do? like necessarily. He says like, what don't you like about yourself or something,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're going in thinking like, oh, my nose, because you're thinking in specifics,
Right.
right? And that's how I think about gearless. It's like you think about gear as like a thing, but realistically, like it creates this whole world of like where am I unhappy in all ways? Something I don't even need, right?
Right. Dang, man,
Which is weird.
that is deep. And it's like this is the most LA analogy ever.
As you guys know, I've had a lot of work, as you can see.
No, I get you. I guess the question then is, when is enough enough? You know what I mean? And like, when do you know, like, okay, this I have enough?
I don't know. I think that's the thing that comes with the lusting of gear,
Right.
is that it becomes why you have people like I mean, rest in peace, but you remember the woman who like got plastic surgery. She kept getting plastic surgery, and she like looks like her daughter plastic surgery. She used to be on TV a lot, and then she died getting plastic surgery. You remember her? Someone's gonna point out her name because I said it specifically.
Is it that model girl?
Not she wasn't a model. Someone's gonna say it because they know what I'm talking about. I can't remember her name, but
Kim Kardashian? I don't
okay,
know.
yes, all these people are true, but there was a specific one.
I don't know. I don't know who you're talking about.
Come
She
on,
died doing
y'all,
what she
help
loves.
us. Y'all know. I don't want to make it. Oh my gosh. See, this is literally, I'm going to have to search. I know what I'm going to have to type into search for this.
This is relevant, you guys. Okay. Tim says you have enough when your output is at its highest, in my
This
opinion.
is how I found her. I typed in old blonde white lady plastic surgery died.
You
Joan
found
Rivers.
it?
Joan Rivers.
Oh, Joan Rivers. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I know who that is. Dude, Tim actually said something. I think this is true. You have enough when your output is at its highest,
Yes.
in my opinion. That's actually probably the best answer.
Yeah. And I actually think like if you were to ask me when my output, that's a good question for you too, Autumn.
Mm-hmm.
Like my output was the highest when all I had was Reason, a keyboard controller, and maybe I still have my MS-2000B. Maybe. I don't even remember. Might have sold it and had something else. But I think I mean yeah. Yeah.
No, yeah, that is interesting, and it could be for various reasons, right? One of those reasons could be maybe it was like a certain time in your life where there was just more room for you to be creative. Another thing could be there was less to choose from. I don't know. It's just there's many reasons why that could be, because I kind of feel the same way. I feel like I had a lot of output when I had a really crappy laptop.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I don't know. I still think it just, I don't know. Like Tim said, it's all about when is your output at its highest, and that's really what we should care the most about, right?
I think that's a hard place to get to, because I think that you're looking, it's a forward-looking thing, right?
Yeah.
And Champ says my output was its highest when I had a guitar and a Zoom multi-track recording, no pedals, just jacking straight into the recorder. Yeah, it's the path. What is it? The path of least resistance.
Yes.
Is the
Oh my
ultimate
gosh.
like way to do anything, right? Like, so, you know, if your gym is like 30 minutes away from your house, so much
Yep.
harder to get in shape than if the gym is across the street, because you make all these excuses. It's the same thing. Can't tell you how many times, like today, Autumn, you and I were having issues with the stream,
Right.
with new equipment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was probably your fault. But like how many times has that happened when you get something new and instead of like doing what you know, you have to spend time learning and then you spend time troubleshooting and
Oh
then
my
you're like, oh
gosh.
God,
Yeah,
like
yeah. And that's really and that's why it's really important for when you are buying a piece of gear to know where you're at in terms of like, skill level or just even just patience. For
mhm,
example, today I had to figure out my Apollo, and it's not just a plug and play thing. I don't know if anybody has a Apollo interface, but with the Focusrite, it it's so beginner friendly. You plug it
mhm,
in, you put your, plug in your microphone, put it into your computer, get some headphones, boom, you're done. With the Apollo, it's like you gotta go through a whole process just to get it installed, and then you kind of have to
mhm.
learn how to use like the console, and like there's like it's a whole thing. So you're right, Steven. The path of least resistance, like there's just something so special about that, right?
Mhm.
Just making the music making process as frictionless as possible. I got the Apollo down now, but I'm just saying, like, if I was a beginner doing that, I'd probably, I don't know how much music I'd make. I'd be like frustrated.
Yeah, I totally thought that every time you buy a piece of gear, you think you think there's some percent that it will actually make you something that you're like making up in your mind. I don't even know what it is. Or even like it's a hope almost. Like, oh, when
Mm-hmm.
I do this, then I will do this. And like I would say, to be honest, like the weird sort of depressing part about gear is always when you finish another project
Mm-hmm.
with all the gear and you like listen or you do something and you always and at least for me, I've always thought I'm like, you know what actually got better was just time. The time in between I'd listened to so much different music or I had watched videos about some techniques for mixing or I and it was like none of the stuff because you can I think for myself specifically half the time I forget what I did gear wise on like a song but I remember like oh I remember to do that mid side technique that I saw in a video or oh I changed some saturation thing but it's like it was never really attached to like a thing it was attached to like a technique right
Yeah, I mean, and that is a great point. And that's where people sometimes get confused, where they think like a piece of gear is going to make them better, but really the biggest asset you have to music making is your brain. It sounds
mm-hmm.
cliche, but it really is true. The more you learn, the more techniques you have in your arsenal, it's gonna make you a better artist. It's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
make you a better music producer. Just having the knowledge of how to do certain things. Like maybe you have a really crappy kick, but you can process it and make it better.
Yeah.
Maybe you have a loop that you flip, and it's like you flip it into something that just like nobody's ever thought. Like, oh, I never would have thought that loop or that came from like that loop. All of this is knowledge based skills.
Mm-hmm. And also, I was gonna say, I there is so much gear that I bought, and I don't read like the manual for it, and
Yes,
then like plugins especially. There's been a lot of
totally.
times that I buy a plugin, and then I'm like, what does this freaking thing even do? But that's like 6 months later, right? I would be using it, I'll be tweaking it, and then everything sounds worse, right? And I'm
Right.
like, what's going on? And then I'm like, you know what? I never read about that thing. Let me
Yeah.
read it, and then you read it, and you're just like, oh, that's not doing what I thought it would do.
Yeah.
Maybe I should not do that thing. And I don't know. It's almost like the gear's tripping you up because you're so used to doing things the same way, and
Yeah.
now you've injected a different variable that you don't understand,
Mm-hmm.
and then it like adds to your depression because you're disappointed because it didn't automatically make it better, right? And like I have
Right.
so much gear where I mean, I bought like this awesome compressor. It's my firm choice. I wanted that probably for the last like, who even knows,
Yes.
15 years. I seen it in the magazine. I wanted the thing, so I buy it. I use it, and I'm like, well, it's good. But then you think, wow, that was like $2,000, and wow, it's not $2,000 better. It's just a thing taking space, and I spent the money. It's like weird.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, it just comes back to how you use it, right? M83 toured with only Hydras like 8 or something.
I used to love M83. They still have an album I really love.
Nice.
Anyways,
Hashtag not an ad. Okay. Oh, Paul says no synth has made me feel depressed, both working with a DAW after a day on a computer and figuring out the logistics of connecting non-instrument gear is not enjoyable to me. Yeah, that's the worst part of getting new gear, figuring the thing out.
yeah, I think we talked about that before, because it can be weird going from your job, which is on a computer, to going home and being on a computer. It can kind of be very like dystopian in a way.
That's why I got the Push 3, dude. That's exactly
Yeah.
why I got the Push 3, man. Work full time on a computer, and I'm just like kind of tired of being on the computer all day.
Yeah, I think that's a big, like, that's why I got the Prophet 6. That was the biggest, best part of the Prophet 6. So I said, wow, it has no screen. What a crazy thing.
That's awesome.
And then now I use my microcosm a lot. Like, I don't even make music. I know it sounds weird. I only make music when I'm clearly very inspired to, but most of the time I don't even turn the computer like on. I just sit here with like Quantum and I'll just like play. I'll just play with the microcosm, hologram microcosm or whatever, and that's it. Just because I just don't want to, like, I don't know. Music also feels very formal, right?
No,
like,
totally.
Okay, do something, like make something usable, and it's like, what if I don't? Like,
No,
then I
yeah,
feel like I
that's
wasted
such a huge thing, is just like that pressure to make something that, okay, I need to make something that I can actually like release and people can hear.
Yeah.
Whereas, there was a time where you just make music because it's like, I love making music. And even if you did hope like, oh, I hope somebody hear this, like there was just a lot less pressure when you didn't know that there was ear holes waiting for your music.
Yeah. I honestly think that was, like, someone said this recently. I don't know what it was, but they were saying, like, we're not competing with other gear. We're competing with like Netflix and Amazon Prime. And I was like, damn, they're so right. Because back in the day, I didn't like own a television, right? And you know what I did? I just sat around and made music, and I freaking like loved it. It was entertainment.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's so true, dude. That is so true. There's this book called Amusing Ourselves to Death.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you've heard of it, but
I should read that. That sounds like a great title.
Yeah,
for a book,
Amusing
honestly.
Ourselves to Death. I read it a long time ago. It was for like a college class. Yeah, dude, that's such a I'd never thought of it that way. Like you're competing against like Netflix and like all this stuff.
Like it's kind of weirdly depressing when I think about it. I'm like, damn. Sometimes I'd rather sit around and watch like a Call of Duty like live stream than make music. Like, it technically, because you can't do both. It's an or. It's always an or.
No,
What are you
for
gonna
sure.
choose to do? And it's like,
No,
damn.
I feel you, dude. I got Let's Go Pikachu, and it's like the most. It's like a remake of like the Pokemon Yellow. Super
When did you
like
get that? Now? Recently?
no. Yeah, I did. I'm not gonna lie. I
Oh
was
my
I came home from
goodness.
work one day and I was like, I need to just like relax my brain, and it's like the easiest game ever.
Autumn's depressed, guys. She got Let's Go Pikachu, a game literally like 5 years old at this point. Now
It's
you
definitely
could have
for
got
kids.
Arceus, which is way better.
Which one?
Wait, Let's Go Pikachu. That's the one where you.
It's the
That's
remake of the yellow version from like, like
oh,
back in
okay.
the day.
What am I thinking it was? I don't know. What I was thinking it was like Pokemon Snap or something.
Oh no, fun game though. Fun game.
Oh my gosh.
Time to go play Hello Kitty Island. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yes, yes. Oh, it's the one where Pikachu follows you around the whole time. That's a good one, actually. That's actually a better Pokemon game because it's like the old games.
Yeah, it's like the old games, and that's why I got it. And it just, I'm not gonna lie, it's way easier because even if you don't fight with all your Pokemon, they all get the, was it the XP?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They changed that. Like,
I'm like,
on
this
new
is
games.
cheating, but I like it.
Oh, you might have been thinking of Hey You Pikachu. Yeah, I was thinking of. Wait, there's a game called
Let's go
Oh.
Pikachu. No, not
There's
to
a
go
game
off.
called
No.
Hey You Pikachu too.
Oh, okay.
See, that's what I thought.
What is
I
Hey
was
You
like, Autumn, are
Pikachu?
you okay?
What's Hey You Pikachu? Oh man, I gotta know.
Okay, I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna share it. This is
Okay.
hilarious. Okay. Okay. Hold on, I have to. Oh my goodness! I don't know why I thought this.
Okay, I'm curious to know what you were thinking that I was talking about.
Okay. What was this? What was
What is
this?
that?
It's like Pikachu like hangs out with you in your room, like on your bed, and like walks around with you, and you're like,
No, that's not what I
you're
was
like, hey
talking.
Pikachu, don't hold that. Like, stop doing that.
Can we play that on a Twitch stream one day? That's funny.
He says, I was like, Autumn, do you have friends? It's
Dude, what
okay.
is that?
Pikachu's not your
No.
only friend." Oh wow, he just murdered.
I don't know what that is, man. That's not what I was talking about. Okay. The game that I was talking about is like a remake of like the OG Pokemon games from back in the day.
Anyways, we're leaving now. Autumn and I have to discuss how we're gonna go to concerts and how we're gonna see our friends. So we're gonna go now. But we love you.
Yeah. Peace out, y'all.
Love you very much. Goodbye forever.